Hi, I'm Enda O'Doherty, and it's a great privilege to be with you today to share some practical things that you and your family can do to get through COVID-19. So let's start straight away with social media and news. It's everywhere. COVID-19 this, COVID-19 that, cancel this. It's drama, it's negative, it's scary, it's sad. So my recommendation to you is not to feed your brain with so much intensity, not to feed your brain with so much negativity. If you think about it, if you or your partner were to watch a very romantic, let's say amorous movie, it's of no surprise that afterwards it might elicit a certain mood or action. If you watch a horror film, I think everybody has had the experience where you hear the fridge door opening or a car pull up to your house after the movie and you assume it's the monsters coming to get you. So don't be surprised if you feed your brain with hours and hours of negativity and hours of stress that you feel stressed and quite negative. So maybe watch the news, find out what's going on, but there's no need to poison yourself with constant streams of COVID news. I think the second thing I would definitely recommend you to do is exercise. Psychologists and experts refer to it as the magic bullet. Whether I want to or not, I exercise every day. It's my sleeping tablet. It's my antidepressant. It keeps me calm. It makes me happy. It makes me feel confident. It's got so much going for it. And it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's walking the dog or trampoline or chasing the kids or whatever exercise you're into. It's imperative at all times in our life that we take exercise. But I think particularly right now when we're under such huge stress. Third tip I'd share with you is regarding food. I heard the dietitian speak recently and she said, if you eat junk food, you'll feel junk. Now I like a takeaway as well as the rest of you, but here's the thing is eating healthy will affect your mood, it will affect your concentration, your happiness and your sleep. So it's really, really important that you eat really, really well. Try not to eat processed foods. Be really careful how much sugars and salts you're putting into your body and think about it like the engine in your car. If I knocked on the door of your house and asked you, would you like to buy some cheap petrol for your car, cheap fuel, very few of you would take me on. You'd say, no, thank you, Enda. I like my car. Your body is precious. Fuel it well. I suppose my next tip that I would give you is regarding human contact. Right now, with restrictions, we can't be around our family, our friends, our loved ones. But I think we need to make a more concentrated effort to reach out and contact people. So when COVID-19 started, I will be honest, I did a bit of a sulk at the number of people that rang and texted me. And then it dawned on me that my happiness, I'm responsible for it. So I went through my phone, I thought about who did I particularly enjoy their company and work or socially, and I rang them. And I promised myself that I would ring a minimum of one person each day, not for work, not for laptops, not for Zoom, just to connect with people. And I think it's really, really important that you make a concentrated effort to reach out to people, find out what's happening in their lives, listen to their story, share your fears and share your worries. It will make you feel considerably better. The next tip I would give you is a strange one. Sometimes when people look at all the money I've raised for charities and mental health charities, people will often say to me, Enda, why is it that you do so much good? And I'm really honest with people. I say sometimes, helping others is the best way to help yourself. If there's a community event or a community activity that you can get involved with, or a charity that you can help at this time, I promise you, helping others takes your mind off your own stress and anxiety, will allow you to feel considerably better. How is your routine at the moment? I think a lot of people are working a lot of hours. I think there's a blur between home time and work time. I think it's really important that you have a good routine. Get up early, it guarantees you sleep tonight. Work hard, work smart. But when you get to the evening, like you normally would when you come home, try to have a clear break from what is work and what's family time. Don't start looking at emails at 11 or 12 o'clock at night. Don't lie in bed thinking about what I must do tomorrow. Make a clear plan about what work you'd like to do. Organize yourself. Prepare for the next day, but then park it. Now, I'm an alcoholic, so what I'm about to say next is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Alcohol is a fantastic chemical, fantastic drug, but put quite strongly, it is a drug. And it's very easy when we're not driving or not working, to have a glass of wine tonight and 2 tomorrow night and 3 the next night, and 6 months down the line you find that you've got a serious problem with this substance. Most of us wouldn't drink Monday to Friday because we're working. I think alcohol will exacerbate, magnify any problems or stresses you're feeling. Initially, it will help you feel better, but I promise you from my life experience, it gets worse. So moderation, I think, is the key. What about learning a new skill? I started, you can see behind me is my, well, I hope you can't see my green screen, but I started to improve the quality of media that I was putting out and the volume of content. I signed up to a digital media course. Could you learn a new language? Could you learn how to cook? Could you learn whatever the new skill is? Because learning allows us to grow as a person, and it also distracts us. How are your communication skills doing right now? So on the first or second day of COVID-19, I went for a walk with my wife and I asked her to do me a favor. And she said, yes, love, what's that? At the point where I'm watching my 16th Leinster Heineken Cup replay, before that happens, can you please tell me what I'm doing if it's annoying you? Can you please ask me to change rather than let it get to conflict? And when we're on top of each other and living in such close proximity, and I know with children and family, it's a totally different situation for us that we're used to. So good communication. Let people know if something is annoying you in a constructive way, in a kind way, and try to avoid the bigger conflict at the end. I think laughter is the best medicine. I promised myself that once or twice a week I'll watch a really good stand-up comedian, something absolutely filthy, something really funny, something offensive. And I sit and I laugh, or I walk and I listen to an iPod, on my iPod, I listen to something and enjoy humor. If you sit and watch a movie with someone, I sat with my teenage son the other day and we watched a movie and we laughed. Partly I laughed at the movie and partly I laughed at him laughing at me, laughing at the movie. But I do know for an hour and a half, we were happy and we forgot what we were in at the moment in Ireland. So these are small practical things that you can do. I think smile. I think when you look out the window today and you look at those clouds, I don't think there's anybody watching this who will wish they could control the clouds or move them. We can't control COVID. We can certainly help our country and we can help stop the spread of the virus. But we are truly masters of ourselves. If you find yourself having negative thoughts, maybe a simple practical thing would be to take a positive action. If you think you're putting on a few pounds, put the runners on, take an action. If you think you're not sleeping well, make a plan, take an action. If you think someone isn't talking to you, reach out, communicate. It's really, really important that we take positive actions each time we meet a negative thought. So the last thing I'll say to you is, in 3 or 4 years from now, you'll be flicking through the TV stations and you'll watch Reeling in the Years, and in it will be the crazy year of 2020. And you'll ask yourself this question: did I survive or did I thrive? Did I do the best I could for myself, for my family, for my work colleagues? I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks a million for listening. Take care of yourselves and your families. Stay safe.